weight loss, body composition, and mastering the art of rocking the body you've always deserved and dreamed of in midlife and beyond. Let's cut through the noise. Society tells us it's downhill from now on. We're told to embrace the middle-aged weight gain, embrace the muscle loss and poor health. If that's your vibe, then cool. But if you're ready to defy the narrative, then I am your gal. This podcast is a no fluff podcast where we break down the essential truths of body composition, toss around some practical tips, and dissect the latest trends. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm here to show you what's not just possible, but downright probable for you. If you enjoy this content, be sure to click the link in the show notes to explore how we can team up and kick mediocrity to the curb. I offer one-on-one coaching, my ever-popular group coaching programs, and my corporate Educate to Elevate program. Okay, let's get on with the podcast. Enjoy. November the 29th, so the day after Thanksgiving 2024. How was your Thanksgiving? Was it pretty big? Did we overdo it? I did a little bit on that, what's it called? Screwball, that peanut butter whiskey. Good gracious, that stuff is delicious. And I never, ever drank whiskey, but off topic. Point is, I'm not perfect. What I want to talk about today is I want to do a spotlight on a supplement, and a supplement that can be pretty useful today if you want to get a Amazon rush delivery or get it before Christmas. And that is Berberine. So Berberine it's both a digestive enzyme and it is a anti-inflammatory supplementation. So if you take it with food, it works as a really great digestive enzyme. And if you take it by itself, it is a really awesome anti-inflammatory. So I just wanted being post-Thanksgiving, I thought it was a pretty good supplement to talk about. Especially if you just polish off a Thanksgiving feast, complete with all the carbohydrates, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the pie, of course, the pie. Maybe your adult beverage of choice is wine. Maybe you had 1, 2, 3 or more. It's fine, you're human. But now your body is dealing with a major blood sugar roller coaster. And that's why I thought I'd talk about Berberine today. A supplement that you maybe have heard about, but you're not quite sure why you might use it. So what is Berberine? So Berberine is a natural compound found in plants like barberry, golden seal. The Oregon grape root has berberine in it, and it's been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine. But what makes it exciting for modern health? Well, it is known for its ability to regulate blood sugar. It's known for its ability to support metabolic health and even to promote gut health because it's been such a good digestive enzyme. So why would you take berberine after a meal? Well, when you eat a high-carb, high-fat meal, enter Thanksgiving, your blood sugar is going to spike, making your body work extra hard to process all that extra sugar. And berberine can help. So how would it help? Berberine helps by improving insulin sensitivity. So it helps your body use insulin more effectively. So glucose is shunted into your cells instead of hanging around in your bloodstream. The body does not like too much sugar in the blood, and it definitely doesn't like it hanging out there. And, when people are dealing with insulin resistance and diabetes, that is one of the problems, that the sugar is hanging out in the blood. So berberine can move that sugar out of the blood. And it does by that improving insulin sensitivity, because insulin, when it's working correctly, is a transporter. It will move sugar out of the blood. What else does berberine do? It reduces sugar absorption. So it slows down the breakdown of carbs in your gut, leading to smaller blood sugar spikes. So super great if you have it sitting on the table. That makes me remember something about yesterday, but hold on. And it also supports gut health. So berberine is antimicrobial properties, which can help balance gut bacteria, which is pretty key after a, let's call it a nutritional diverse Thanksgiving meal. What I was going to say real quick about supplements sitting on the table. So Kevin's family, we call them the elders, and it's a really cute bunch of people. The next generation up from Kevin, and they all get together, and I think it's about 6 or 7 siblings. The number diminishes seemingly every year, but and they all sit around the table and really fun. All the siblings and their spouses get together. And what I just think is hysterical is in the center of the table is a big bottle of Tums. And it makes me cringe, but that's funny. Funny, not funny. Well, yesterday we're sitting around the Thanksgiving table, and what did I bring? The supplement that I brought to sit in the middle of the table was a gluten digest supplement. There's all the gluten there. There's a pie there. It's in the stuffing. It's in the bread buns and all that stuff. So sitting in the table in the middle of the table yesterday was gluten digest. And if you don't know about gluten digest, it's an awesome supplement. It really, really works. So the thing about gluten, and here's me going totally off topic. The thing about gluten is we want to break it down as quickly as possible. So when the body reacts to gluten, it's reacting to this pattern, and you have to break that pattern down as quickly as possible to simplify it. So the longer gluten stays intact, the more symptomatic it can be. So by taking a gluten digest supplement, which has the enzyme which breaks down gluten, gluten's broken down quickly, and the symptoms are a lot less. And in a lot of cases, the symptoms are not there. So, and I'm so off topic today. But another thing to know about gluten, and guys, I do this in my Type 28 program, is food colorings. Food colorings will slow down the breakdown of gluten. So if you've got a birthday cake but it's dyed blue, or if you're going to drink that St. Patrick's Day green beer, then if you are sensitive to gluten, you're going to have a really hard time. I get off topic. Okay, let's get back to berberine. So berberine improves insulin sensitivity. It reduces sugar absorption, so that spike doesn't hit so hard, and it can actually help support gut health because it has antimicrobial properties. And there are several studies that have shown that berberine is comparable to metformin. So metformin is a common diabetes medication to improve blood sugar and metabolic health. There's also some studies that say it might support cholesterol levels and promote fat loss over time. Now, it's an old hack that I've never done it. I've never done this, and yet I've got a lot of friends that do it. And they will take berberine with their cheat meal or their off-plan meal or something like Thanksgiving because of its ability to improve blood glucose. And like I said, that's what metformin does. And some studies show that berberine is actually comparable. So how would you use berberine? How would you use it today, post-Thanksgiving? You would take about 500 milligrams, and they usually come in 5 milligram capsules. You would take 500, well, it's a little bit late, I guess, but you would take 500 milligrams with meals, especially carb-heavy meals. So guys, if you're eating leftovers today, um, if you're new to berberine, I would start with 1 dose a day. That's 500 milligrams. And I've seen this because the thing about berberine, it can actually work too well. So the recommended dose can be 500 milligrams 3 times a day. And when I have clients that say they're doing my signature program, and I can tell they're insulin resistant, or I can tell that the pre-diabetic, you know, I can put them onto 500 milligrams 3 times a day. But with people that aren't really insulin sensitive, sorry, insulin resistant, and they're pretty healthy people, they just have a few off meals, they got a little off track. Then if you take that full dose of 500, that can be a little bit too much, and they can actually feel their blood glucose crash too hard. So too much of a good thing. So with a meal, if you're just having too much fun, I would take 500 milligrams with meals. Like I say, especially the carb heavy ones. Who shouldn't take it? So I've got to say this. If you're pregnant, don't do it. If you're breastfeeding, don't do it. If you're already on a medication for diabetes or blood pressure, then I probably wouldn't do it, or at least consult with your doctor. Um, but the bottom line, so berberine isn't a magic wand. It's not going to erase that pumpkin pie or the peanut butter whiskey I had yesterday, but it is a solid tool for post Thanksgiving or post birthday, post Christmas, post anything you like. It's kind of like a little secret weapon, a tool that you can use to feel back in control and feel a little bit more balanced without having to swear off that behavior ever again. You know, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to do that again. Yeah, maybe just be a little bit prepared. So Berberine, my favorite brands. Oh my gosh, what brands do I use? I always love anything by Thorn. I really need to contact Thorn because I always promote the brand Thorn, and I just love that brand. It's a very reputable brand. It's middle range price wise. It's awesome. But you know the one I actually have, and like I say, I don't take it. I've actually got it as part of Kevin's supplementation. Is by Now NOW. I like that brand as well. So maybe I'm a little bit late doing this post. Maybe I should have done it a week ago, so you could have gone and bought Berberine. But put it on your Amazon cart. Maybe you get a Black Friday deal, and maybe we use it for Christmas.